Communication is an intricate process, deeply influenced by the cultural contexts in which individuals are socialized. The distinction between high-context and low-context cultures, as introduced by anthropologist Edward T. Hall, provides a critical framework for understanding cross-cultural interactions and the underlying mechanisms that shape meaning. Scene 1. In the bustling headquarters of a multinational corporation, Ava, hailing from Japan, and Ben, an American manager, are assigned to collaborate on an important project. The room is charged with anticipation as subtle expectations and differing communication styles create an invisible tension. Scene 2. Ava, representing a high-context culture, relies heavily on nonverbal cues, implied meanings, and shared cultural knowledge. She speaks softly, avoids direct confrontation, and expects Ben to understand subtleties embedded within her words. The layers of meaning are dense, forged by years of shared social experiences and implicit understandings. Scene 3. Ben, conversely, embodies the characteristics of a low-context culture, where communication is precise, explicit, and overtly stated. He values direct answers, prefers emails outlining clear instructions, and interprets ambiguity as lack of clarity or insufficient information. Scene 4. During their discussion, Ava suggests, "Perhaps we could revisit the schedule." Ben nods, but seeks further clarification. "Are you recommending we change our deadlines? If so, by how much?" Ava perceives this as pressing, while Ben feels it is necessary for effective planning. Scene 5. Misunderstandings arise not from mistakes, but from cultural paradigms. Ava expects Ben to read between the lines, interpreting her concerns about workload as an implicit appeal for adjustment, whereas Ben waits for explicit proposals he can weigh and assess. Scene 6. The dynamics play out over several meetings, with each party growing increasingly perplexed. Ava worries her suggestions are brushed aside, Ben feels frustrated by what he considers evasiveness. The differing expectations create friction, as they both strive for project success through their own familiar communicative strategies. Scene 7. Recognizing the impasse, HR organizes a workshop on cultural intelligence. Facilitator Dr. Lin presents, high-context cultures, such as Japan, China, and many Arab societies, depend on shared backgrounds, indirectness, and context. Low-context cultures, including the United States, Germany, and Scandinavia, prioritize transparency, explicitness, and individual expression. Neither approach is inherently superior, each arises from distinct social architectures. Scene 8. Through role play and reflective exercises, Ava and Ben come to appreciate their differences. Ava learns to provide more context in her suggestions, while Ben attunes to subtler cues. They realize that cultural intelligence demands adaptation, patience, and a willingness to negotiate mutual understanding. Scene 9. The transformation is evident in subsequent meetings. Communication flows more smoothly, and co-created strategies harness the strengths of both traditions. Ava presents her proposals with explicit recommendations, and Ben asks open-ended questions to elicit underlying concerns. Scene 10. As the project reaches a successful conclusion, both Ava and Ben reflect on the process. They recognize that navigating high-context and low-context cultures requires not only awareness, but willingness to bridge differences through empathy and strategic adjustment. The experience equips them with valuable cross-cultural competencies, essential in the globalized world they inhabit. In summary, the encounter between high-context and low-context cultures demonstrates the profound effect of cultural patterns on communication and collaboration. Achieving clarity and consensus is the product of purposeful negotiation, active listening, and ongoing cultural awareness.